weather.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. It's a beauty out there once again. And like it was yesterday, no clouds around much at all. A little chilly to start the morning off, again, like it was yesterday. Currently, we are a little bit warmer. We're currently at 60 degrees right now. Yesterday, about this time, it was the middle 50s. We have a west-southwest breeze, about 4 miles per hour. Humidity dropping down, so we're getting a little bit of evaporative loss, not a lot, but still, this time of the year, to have 69% here just before the noon hour, that's pretty good. Barometer is 30.10. It's holding steady. High pressure system located in southern Ohio, West Virginia, right around in there. It looks as though that high is going to continue to dominate our weather, not only for the remainder of the day today, but also tonight and during much of the day tomorrow. As you recall, yesterday we mentioned about a high pressure system and a low pressure system. The low was over the Dakotas, Nebraska, in that area. The low has that counterclockwise circulation. The high has a clockwise circulation. And as a result, quite a bit of milder air was working its way into the central part of the continental United States, and in particular here in Michigan, the Great Lakes. Mild in that there was a lot of sun. The sun on the angle it is right now is not nearly as warm as what it is, obviously, a couple of months ago. But still, it is quite mild because we should be at 58. As I said, we're currently at 60. And by the time the day is all done, 72. Now, tonight, if you recall last night, once that sun started to go down, it got a little chilly, even though it was clear as a bell. It was pretty chilly. And that's not going to be the case tonight. We are going to be looking at mostly clear skies, maybe a few clouds here and there. But 51 is going to be our low tonight. So that gives you an idea just how mild, about 10 degrees warmer overnight tonight than what it was last night and the night before. Then during the day tomorrow, we'll have more in the way of clouds, especially as we move into the afternoon hours. I think we're going to start off the day with mostly sunny skies, then partly cloudy, and then clouds. Close to sunset, give or take an hour or two, we're going to have a very slight chance of seeing some precipitation move in because of that low to the west of us and the frontal system that it is going to be dragging. Now, the low itself is going to have a little bit more of a southern trajectory in that instead of looping up over the lower peninsula, it's actually going to cut right through the lower peninsula. And that'll happen late Wednesday night and during the morning hours on Thursday. So that's why we are going to be looking at the chances of precipitation after midnight on Wednesday night and the morning hours on Thursday. But as we move through the day on Thursday, that low very rapidly will be moving into northern Lake Huron in a northeasterly direction heading into Canada. And as a result, by Thursday evening, we are going to be looking at partly cloudy skies and temperatures once again a little bit cooler. Then on Friday, partly cloudy skies, but then clouds moving in late. And there is going to be the possibility, very, very scattered, of seeing some precipitation around on Friday night and early Saturday morning. But at this stage of the game, I don't think the likelihood is that great at all. The best chance of seeing any precipitation once we move through Thursday morning and Thursday noon is going to be late on Sunday and Sunday night. So we're going to have, once again, a few days where we're going to have the opportunity to dry things down. Overnight last night, it was very interesting. West Branch 34, Alscota 34, Bad Axe at 36. Carroll was at 37. Lapeer was at 36. Midland dropped down to 36. And Mount Pleasant was at 38. You went up in the Upper Peninsula. Sault Ste. Marie had an overnight low of 48. And Marquette, it didn't even drop down below 50 overnight last night. Again, the function of that low off to the west, pushing a warm front up through, And the folks that felt the effects of that warm front were the west side of the Upper Peninsula and even over on the east side, witness the Sault Ste. Marie. That is the preview of things to come because, as we said, our low tonight is only going to drop down to about 50, 51, 52. And then tomorrow night, we're actually going to only drop down to about 58 for a low. So that's the way things are shaping up right now as far as the weather goes. Pretty good chance of seeing some scattered showers around late Wednesday night, Thursday morning, but then things will deteriorate, dry off, move out. We'll see a little bit more in the way of sun. And then the next best chance of seeing precipitation will be Sunday night. It will be cooler. Friday, looking at a high of about 56. Saturday, about 56. Sunday, 53. And we will be looking at overnight lows on Friday night of 38, as well as Saturday night, and then Sunday. In some of the low-lying areas, it will get cooler than that. I was told that there was some frost in the Pinconning area the night before last, and I know there were some folks that did experience freezing temperatures, but by and large, we have not seen widespread frost as of yet, which is one of the reasons why we haven't seen the colors that we normally would see by this time of the year. And unfortunately for some of the trees out there, they're losing their leaves before they're actually turning colors. So this fall might not go down in the history books as one of the more colorful ones. Normal high for this time of the year is 58. The average low is 39. Record high in this state, 80. Set back in 1920. The record low, 21. Set in 1972. And a year ago today, our high was 50. Our low was 34. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Rick Hollister standing by over at the Andersons. We'll be talking to him in a moment. But before we do that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you by the folks at Hilleshog Seeds. Your investment is backed by a worldwide research and breeding team whose sole focus is your success. They make your farm generation strong with high sugar varieties armed to handle your area's profit-robbing pressures and climate conditions. Call your Hilleshog agent today. We say good morning to Rick Hollister. Rick, what's going on the markets today?
Hey, good morning, Terry. Well, we've been mostly higher, pretty much green across the board. Corn has fallen from its highs, being up 2 or 3 or 4 cents. It's now about unchanged. We have, mixed news always every day for the markets, but energy markets have been higher. That's been helping us. Feed grains in general, soybean meal have been higher this week. And we've kind of gotten in a position now where the speculators that were so anxious to sell it last week kind of printed the low, and we've got a few of those folks trapped over there, and some of them are bailing out, getting out of the way, taking their hit, and getting back to the sidelines. So interesting dynamic. We still are not into enough harvest of a push to really drive the markets lower at this point. So we just have had enough rain continue to move through the belt. Harvest progress is pretty darn good compared to normal, but we haven't had that one big push of harvest to hurt the markets. There's a lot of concern about China's energy crisis that's going on. Coal is at the highest prices ever in China right now, and it's indicative of fertilizer manufacturing and those kind of things too. So we're keeping an eye on that and how that may affect our grain prices. But U.S. dollar's been weaker the last couple of days. That does not hurt our export potential or prospects anyway. So kind of a mixed bag, but trying to trade higher here off from last week's lows.
So what do we have right now on the board, Rick?
Yeah, hemlock for corn for this fall, we're at 488. Corn for next fall at 477. Soybeans for this fall at 1181. New crop next year at 1179. Old crop red wheat at 683. New crop for next summer at 699. Old crop white wheat at 683 also, and the new crop white at 704.
I don't know. Did you have a chance to take a look at the crop progress report here in Michigan, Rick?
Yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but it looks to me like it's a little ahead of the crops that I see. But I know in southern Michigan, where I hang my hat sometimes, boy, the corn harvest has really progressed here. A lot of soybeans to get yet, but they've really put a big dent in the field corn, commercial corn harvest in southern Michigan now.
I know we had some strong gusty winds back a few days ago, and that really didn't help the corn at all, did it?
No, it has not. And this stress from the black tar spot and makes it vulnerable. And so we'd like to see this next storm Wednesday night move through fast, Terry, if you could make that happen and not get some awful much precipitation, but we sure don't need the wind.
No. Not at all. Rick, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
Yeah, you too as well. Thanks.
Will do. Rick Hollister over at the Andersons. Let's get a little bit more information about what's going on in Chicago. Not only the commodity prices, but some of the ag-related issues. The market report brought to you by Hudson Inc., formerly Bader & Sons Company, and D&G Equipment, selling and servicing John Deere and Steel equipment. It is harvest season here in Michigan, so please respect and look out for farm equipment on the roads as they travel from field to field. Happy harvest from all the folks at Hudson. And if you've got a diesel, and many of you do when it comes to farm equipment, Foster Blue Water Oil will take that diesel fuel to another level. You will get more power, cleaner injectors, maximum lubricity, year-round protection, and up to 8% improved fuel economy with Diesel Guard Supreme Plus from Valve Tech Petroleum. Available at Foster Blue Water Oil. Just get a hold of Foster or go online, fosterbluewateroil.com. Doug Klein, what's happening now?
Well, kind of looks like soybeans and wheat almost at 1% higher. Crude oil a little over 1% higher, almost $1 a barrel. Didn't hit a new high today, so that's a good thing, but there's ice tomorrow. Silver's up 3% today, so that's kind of a bounce off the bottom. I wouldn't say that's any kind of a super rally going on, but the dollar is a little weaker. And the FBI raided some 100 billionaire Russian oligarchs' home there in Washington, D.C. I don't know why he's living in Washington if he's Russian, but I just wonder how many paintings they were looking for and seeing which ones he bought and all that stuff. You know how that goes.
Yeah, it seemed to me there was a rather high-profile individual that was selling paintings here lately. Wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's work of art. It's art.
Yeah, he's a piece of work. No, never mind. I didn't say that.
Yeah, right. Here's your numbers. The December corn is 5.32 3/4, unchanged. March corn 5.40 3/4, up 1/4 of a penny. November soybeans 12.31 3/4, up 10 1/4. The March soybeans 12.48 3/4, up 11 1/2. December wheat 7.43, up 6 3/4, and the March wheat is 7.54 3/4, up 6 cents. Crude oil is 83.46, up $1.02. Heating oil 254.27, that's up 0.2 of a penny. Gasoline is 247.83, down 0.8 of a penny. Natural gas 544.90, that is up 10 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you $1.2350 at the border. That's down 24 ticks. The yen is at 114.26, down 5 ticks. The euro is at 116.32, up 23 ticks. The dollar's at 93.72. That's down 23 ticks. Gold's at $17.72.90, up $8.10. Silver's at $23.92, up 66 cents. Platinum's at $10.44.30, it's up $6.40.
You take care, Doug Klein. Have a great day, okay?
Yep, you too.
All righty. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Lots more coming up. Jerry Samolsky will be joining us in just a moment.
At Golden Harvest, our best skill is knowing how to listen. From our Gold Series soybean and game-changing corn portfolios to our expert insights housed in the Illuminate digital agronomy platform, everything we offer is an answer to what we've heard from you. This is how we listen.
Peanut butter and jelly, cookies and milk, football in your favorite recliner. Some things work best in pairs. Enlist E3 soybeans from Golden Harvest are no different. Our exclusive Enlist E3 varieties have strong agronomics and disease tolerance for your conditions. Get yours from Golden Harvest today for a pairing that performs. This is how we listen. Copyright 2021 Syngenta. The trademarks or service marks displayed or otherwise used herein are the property of a Syngenta Group company. Enlist E3 soybean technology is jointly developed with Dow AgroSciences LLC and MS Technologies LLC. Enlist E3 is a trademark of Dow AgroSciences LLC. All other trademarks are the property of their respective owners.
Hey, if you want to help better manage the risks that come along with farming, just get a hold of Kyle over at WikiCrop. You know, you should probably be talking to him about multi-peril crop insurance from NAU Country Insurance Company. The NAU Country Protection Plan that's just right for you and your farm is available today, right now at WikiCrop. Protection that makes farming less risky and make sure you can recover from a devastating crop loss. Ensure your success by insuring your farm with a multi-peril crop insurance policy from NAU Country. Visit wikicrop.com or give Kyle a call at 989-284-9975.
What's going on with your sprayer?
I let my son drive. I got sick of spraying beets myself. Can you fix it?
I can fix anything. But why all the spraying?
Cercospora, it's awful.
You still aggressively spraying? You should plant CR Plus seed instead. It's a new trait from KWS that's Cercospora tolerant. It's bred right in.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's remarkable.
How do you know about that?
I told you, I can fix anything, even your sugar beet fields. KWS CR Plus trait is licensed to Beta Seed and Crystal Brand Seed.
Along with me, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, another beautiful day to get outside.
Sure is, Terry. And, the battle of the leaves are beginning. So, again, we just strongly advocate mulching those leaves up. If you're mowing at 4 and 4.5 inches and 5 inches like I do, I've set my mower down now to about 4.25 inches. The leaves will mulch up better. And if they're a little bit moist, they work even better. So they don't just fly right out of the chute. They'll grind up a little bit better and go away. But it's a lot easier mowing them than it is raking them.
Boy, I guess so. Jerry, thank you. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, all right?
Very good, Terry.
All right. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Over to the Rummel Agency we go right now. Craig Voorhees joining me this morning. Craig, we talked about grain and grain bins and trying to be a little safe when we're working with those. Let's talk today about the grain dryers themselves.
Right, Terry. That's a critical part of the grain storage process, to say the least. And a lot of times folks don't give those a lot of consideration. If something were to happen to them and they can't dry their own grain like they normally do, they're going to incur extra expenses to haul it to the elevator, have the elevator dry it, and the trucking and everything goes along with that. So when you're discussing your grain coverage and your bin coverage, make sure you're discussing the grain dryer coverage as well, because those coverages can be added to the policy to make sure you don't have to pay those out-of-pocket expenses.
Good advice. Craig Voorhees, you take care. We'll talk to you again in a couple days, all right?
Okay, Terry, thank you.
Take care. Craig Voorhees.
The sugar beet harvest is here, thankfully bringing to close this long summer battle with Cercospora. Staying in front of the disease is the key to success. Thanks to a new breeding innovation available in select ACH Seeds varieties, a long head start is now available. It comes from a seed trait called CR+, which offers Cercospora tolerance bred right into every seed. Not only does this offer the potential for less spraying, but it also protects yields by doing so. It's a 1-2 punch to help you reclaim your summer and deliver results in the fall.
Fall is marked by a flurry of activity as we race toward the end of another year. During these busy times, it can be easy to get wrapped up in the activities of the day and miss the big picture. This is Peter Maxwell, your local ACH Seeds representative. At ACH Seeds, we encourage you to slow down, keep your focus on safety, and take the time to engage the next generation. Even at harvest, you can be planting seeds and investing in the future. It is, after all, the same investment someone once made in you.
ACH Seeds. Good things come from common ground.
Every year is interesting for soybeans, but this year is particularly unique. That's because there are new weed control systems, old weed control systems, lots of choices, lots of noise. So how do you decide what's best for you? Well, Pioneer actually has experience with many weed control systems, and they want to talk to you about the benefits of Pioneer brand Enlist E3 soybeans. What gives them an edge? They're simple. They're flexible. With the advanced technology from the Enlist weed control system, you get a wider application window and more tank mix flexibility when you take on tough weeds, thanks to powerful Enlist herbicides that land and stay on target, which means fewer headaches. So, when deciding which soybean technology to go with, simple is smarter. To get Pioneer brand Enlist E3 soybeans, contact your local Pioneer sales representative. Individual results may vary. Visit Pioneer.com to learn more.
Let's find out what's going on in New York. Steve Anderson over at Baird talking to us right now. Steve, what are we looking at?
Well, we are looking at a lot of green up here. We've got the Dow Jones Industrial Average ahead by 182 points, putting it at 35,440 on volume of 266 million shares. The Nasdaq's ahead by 98, putting it at 15,120. Volume there is 354 million shares. Locally, Caterpillar, $200.79. That's up 260. Deere, 341.93, up 10.09. CMS, 59.78, up 24. Dow, 59.04, up 9. DuPont, 72.25, up 40. Corteva, 43.31, up 3. GM, 56.85, down 4. Trinzio, 55.69, down a quarter. Walmart, 143.95, up 227. Home Depot, 355.60, up 67. We've got Huntington Banks at 16.18, down 1 little penny. And AT&T is ahead by 11 cents at 25.45. So
You have
a bad day.
Oh, yeah. You have a great day. Take care, Steve.
I will, Terry. You too. Bye-bye.
Will do. Steve Anderson over at Baird.
Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick and Vassar. So by now, we're all too aware of the chip problem and empty car lots, and it's not going away anytime soon. It may not affect most people, but if you have a lease coming due or you just want to get something new, it will be a problem. At Cook's, we've got the solution. We have almost 300 Traverses, Blazers, Silverado pickups, Equinoxes being built and being shipped, or waiting to be shipped, or ready to be built. But already customers have reserved 60 of them, which means that over 200 are still available. And many of those that are available are arriving every day. Don't wait too long to reserve yours. Contact us today. That's the Cook GM Superstore, M15, top of the hill in Vassar.
Chevy, find new roads. Don't miss the first ever Toss for a Cause Cornhole Tournament. Win cash prizes and more. It's Saturday, October 23rd at Cook in Vassar. Call 989-823-8523 to register.
There are a lot of exciting things happening this fall. I want to focus on what's important, not what's for dinner. Luckily, HelloFresh delivers everything I need, and it's 30% cheaper than grocery shopping. The quick and easy recipes are perfect for weeknights. We're all busy, but with HelloFresh, I actually have time to enjoy my meals. Go to HelloFresh.com/DanaCortez14 and use code DanaCortez14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's code DanaCortez14 for 14 free meals at HelloFresh.com/DanaCortez14.
Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. So give them a call for a quote today. And by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts. You know, they understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. It's all about new parts for old tractors, and they've got them. 800-234-3280, or go to their website, steinertractor.com. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City.